Do you have any contact to Redacted, or could you get me in contact? Is there any way you could assist me into getting into Redacted's Discord server? I want to do an interview with the man, the myth, the legend. Shh.
But sir, it cannot be done. Was only a legend, a myth. He isn't real. There is no way we're going to get contact with him.
Well, hello everyone, hello howdy. Welcome back to another video here on the Fooj channel. You're probably wondering, Fooj, why are you all suited up for today's video? Well, that is because today's video is quite a big video. In today's video, we're finally going to be tackling the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend in the Plants vs. Zombies community, known as Baby Love 1821.
Fucking cheater. Mr. Blood, yourself, small penis. He's a fucking pussy. No, you're getting shot by somebody else, you motherfucker! What? Ah! You're cheating your little 2-inch penis off. Small penis. Please ban this storm camping little fucking game. It's so fucking AIDS!
Now, in about 20 minutes from now, I'm currently recording this at 10:09 p.m. I am supposed to have an interview with the one and only Baby Love 1821. But before that interview, I kind of wanted to give a little bit of a TLDR to who Baby Love actually is, because Baby Love 1821 has many, many layers, and I'm here to crack down on those many layers. Baby Love 1821, or Christopher, is an American Plants vs. Zombies and Fortnite content creator, but he's more known for his Plants vs. Zombies controversy and making Plants vs. Zombies content. Baby Love 1821 is most known in the community as just being generally very, very toxic.
Mr. Blood!
Love yourself. And having a very, very toxic community that follows with him. Now, before Baby Love actually made Garden Warfare 2 content, and before he started making content in general, Baby Love was actually a former semi-professional ice hockey goalkeeper for a Canadian ice hockey team. So already we're starting off on a pretty good foot with Baby Love. However, it quickly goes downhill from here. Baby Love started streaming Fortnite and Garden Warfare 2 back in November 2018, way before I started making content on Garden Warfare 2. He originally started streaming on Twitch and also made some videos on YouTube. However, nowadays, there has not been new Baby Love Garden Warfare 2 content in quite some time, and his last stream on Garden Warfare 2 was also quite a while ago. Baby Love nowadays prefers to stream on the platform Kick, and that is due to the fact that Baby Love has been banned on Twitch 4 separate times. Baby Love got banned on Twitch because he would call two of his most common trolls slurs, and as we know, you can't really do that on Twitch. The second time that Baby Love got banned was due to chat ban evasion. He made multiple different alternate accounts to go insult and harass another YouTuber and Twitch streamer, who I will not name. The third time he got banned on Twitch was just due to general toxic behavior. After that, Baby Love would move to Mixer, which was Microsoft's streaming platform at the time, just because he felt like Twitch really wasn't doing it too much for him. Baby Love's fourth and final ban occurred because someone view-botted Baby Love's account. He then appealed this ban and got it back, but unfortunately a couple hours after that, he got spam reported by 2 individuals, and thus Twitch decided to put the final ban hammer on Baby Love's Twitch account. So now that we know a little bit about Baby Love and his past, I think now's a better time than ever to go ahead and give him a call on Discord. Let's get this interview started, shall we? Okay, he's calling. He's calling. I repeat, he's calling. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Loud and clear.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Playing duos, and we died to it. We got fourth place, died to a team that was unreal.
Nice.
There's not enough like high ranked players, so like once you get the diamond plays with elite, champion, and unreal. Now I'm in elite. My friend's only in silver, so he went up 20-something%. He died to unreal, and he's only in silver.
I noticed that when I was playing in a season OG, that second I got diamond, it was just like diamond and unreal.
Well, it's diamond, elite, champion, and unreal.
Yeah.
They all play. There's not enough people, so they all play together.
That makes sense.
I think the average person is in gold. I think it is the percentages. Like the most people are in like gold, silver, and platinum are the most people.
That makes sense.
All right. So what's up?
All right, I'm gonna try to make this interview as short and sweet as possible. I just got a couple questions here to ask you, and then you should be on your way for the most part.
Oh, whatever.
Alrighty, so I'm just gonna start with some very, very basic questions, like your name.
Christopher Michael Brunetto, Brunetto.
Alrighty, and how old are you?
July 18th, 1982.
July 18th?
July 18, 1982.
We share a birthday.
Well, no, you took my...
at?
I was born first, so...
That's true. You got that over me. What can I say? And
what year are you?
2005.
1982. So nice.
Quite the difference there. And what would you say you are most known for online? Like, what would be your most notable achievements?
What I'm known for is Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2. That's what I'm mostly known for.
That makes sense.
Mixer. See, in 2020, I switched to Microsoft's Mixer, and I got 3,000 followers on Mixer playing Fortnite. So there are a few thousand people that know me playing Fortnite, but then Facebook bought Mixer, and it like ruined my whole fucking Fortnite. I didn't even have to. I was never gonna play PvZ again. I was making money and playing Fortnite, and the kids were like, like trolls and toxic, but like not compared to the immaturity of the PvZ. Like every streamer has trolls and toxicity in every game.
Exactly,
but
yeah.
PvZ is on like a different level. The kids are so immature. They're playing a little kids game. It's like when you like people are like, oh, Fortnite's a little kids game. No, it's not as little as fucking Plants vs Zombies. It's like 5-year-olds like look up to that game. Like,
I completely agree. I've had my fair share of that in my Discord as well. And how long have you been making content, or just in the Plants vs Zombies community for? Because I know you've been playing Garden Warfare 1 as well, so I know you've been here for a while.
I'm OG, but no, I got Garden Warfare 1 because my son Caden begged me to get, and he lives in Michigan, so he came for the whole summer, and to visit me in Connecticut when he had the summer off, and he was only 6.
Yeah, that's big.
and of course, the day he was there all summer, and then in August, on Sunday, he was going home the next day, and he begged me to get Garden Warfare 1. I was like, no, you're going home tomorrow. I'm never gonna play it. So I caved in. I bought Garden Warfare 1 because my 6-year-old son wanted it, and we did good for one day. Then he went home, and I started missing him. And then like a couple weeks later, I just started playing Garden Warfare 1 because it reminded me of my son.
That's sweet.
And I wanted to impress him and be like, oh, look what I got. And then eventually, it's like I started actually liking the game after a long time when I got to 313 max rank on PlayStation Garden Warfare 1, and Garden Warfare 2 came out, and all my friends at Garden Warfare 1, I wasn't a streamer or anything, they all begged me like, oh, get Garden Warfare 2. I'm like, no, the only reason I'm playing this game is my son, and Garden Warfare 2 doesn't remind me about my son. So like I did not care about the $60. I just I had no interest. And then my son told me, yeah, get Garden Warfare 2. I'm like, okay. So then like, and they're like, oh, you're gonna get Unicorn Chopper, and I got as soon as you can import. The thing was, it imported all your characters. As soon as I got the Garden Warfare 2 from Garden Warfare 1, I had Chemist and Fire Chomper, and those were my two. When I was a noob, the first character I mastered was Fire Chomper and Chemist for Plants and Zombies.
Two very, very similar characters. I see. Just straight up close range.
And I just remember getting so many first strikes with Fire Chomper. With what's the level with the shark mouth that they all pop out?
Yeah, I remember that level.
And shark bite shores or something. And the kids jump out, and I'm just underground waiting, and then I just eat one of them. I die instantly. It's like but I get first strike, and then I die second. And then what I noticed playing with when I met Angus, who lives in Hong Kong, when we played on his servers in Asia, the game starts and nobody jumps out of the shark's mouth. No, I can't kill anybody. That's really funny. They play a way different style. In America, they just all jump and fight, but in Asia, they think, and they're methodical, and they use their brain. They don't just jump. And it was night and day seeing how much more intelligent the average 6-year-old in Asia is than the average 6-year-old in America. Like I could not get a first strike doing that simple thing that worked every time in America. And I played a couple games in Asia, and they never jump out of the mouth. They wait, they look around, they analyze, and they don't just jump. It's crazy. It was crazy, and it was way different.
It's really funny that you could notice that on Plants vs Zombies out of all things.
Yeah, because I'm just so used to getting the first strike, and then it's like, wait, there's 12 kids. It's 12 on 12. There's 12 kids in that shark mouth, not moving.
That's really, really funny.
And I don't support communism and all that shit, but there's things that the Chinese do better than the U.S. Like every kid is required to after school's over, they're required to do something with their time, a sport, an activity, a language, something that the school has designated programs, and you have to do something. You can't just go home, eat potato chips, and play video games. Like for an hour, like school's over, and then you're forced to do something else. So like I think I kind of like that where the kids are not just I don't know, they're developed way quicker, and they mature way faster.
I had
They look
no
and
idea
they
it was like that over there.
Yeah, just because so you know the Yeti hunt with in Garden Warfare 2 in the town hall, the Yeti boss hunt,
Mm-hmm.
the Yeti King. It's called the Yeti King, I think. I forget the name.
Yeah, yeah,
So
that sounds familiar.
so it was January. I forget what year. 2017. January 2017. I remember now. And I was doing the Yeti boss hunt, and Angus, was 6 years old or 7. I forget how old he was then. No, he was 6, and I was like, "Why are you?" He spoke perfect English.
Mhm.
I'm like, if you live in Hong Kong, why are you in North America East servers? He's like, you can't find a game. And I guess like at that time in the afternoon, it was probably, if it was like 1 o'clock, it was probably like 1 in the morning over there. So there's all the kids were in bed, and for some reason he's up at 1. But whatever reason he was up so late, and he couldn't find a game, so he came to America, and he told me he taught himself English at 5 years old with his iPad. And he speaks fluent Mandarin Chinese. That's what they all speak, Mandarin Chinese.
Mhm.
And he taught himself English with his iPad. And then he was 6 years old when I met him, and at that point he was teaching his sister and his mom English. Some of these kids are so intelligent. Can you imagine? Like, okay, I have an iPad. I'm not learning Mandarin Chinese
Exactly, yeah.
like like these kids just, oh, I have an iPad. I'm gonna teach myself a language. Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah, that's such a contrast to America. Diving into our first, like, kind of real question. How did you get the name Baby Love 1821? Where did the name come from?
I've been asked that a million times. It's about my children.
That makes sense.
I love my baby, and we talk about. So I love my baby. When they were babies, and 18, we just talked about our birthday. 18 came from July 18th,
That makes sense.
and 21 came from sports. I'm really big into when I grew up, I had New York Giants season tickets, and Tiki Barber was number 21, but Deion Sanders on the Cowboys. I was at the Monday Night Football game at Giant Stadium, and Deion Sanders, number 21, returned 2 punt returns for touchdowns, and we could not stop that motherfucker. Now he's the coach for Colorado. Now he's the coach for Colorado for the college. But he was called Prime Time, and Deion Sanders, number 21, and then Tim Duncan. It was a sport, like 21 was iconic to me for sports, and 18 was just my birthday. And
That makes sense.
and I loved my baby. It was just baby love. It's not like I don't make love. It's not everyone's baby lover. I'm like, there's no R in my name.
That's true, yeah.
I loved my baby, and so
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, including myself, were just really, really curious about the names. That definitely, I feel like, has brought a lot of questions, especially with how the Plants vs. Zombies community is.
I've been asked a million times.
So, diving into a little bit of a harder question, what brought you your first bit of controversy in the community? Because I think it's safe to say that you've had your fair share of controversies in the Garden Warfare community.
Well, my first share was before I was a streamer. It was it was crazy because I was so good at that game. Cruel Nate's little group would always harass me, but because they were on PlayStation. And Frosty, one of them was called Frosty the Cookie. I don't know if that's his name anymore, but Frosty the Cookie. So he was targeting me in game on Zombopolis, and I captured like I do, being the objective master on the first map, and we're going between first map and second map on Zombopolis. And the little bitch who was targeting me was getting shit on, and he jumped off the map where the green, the green oozes between the first and second point on Zombopolis.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
he jumped in. He killed himself, so I didn't get credit for the kill because I was kicking his ass, even though he was targeting me. Even though I wasn't even a streamer or anything. I DM'd him, and part of my DM was like, you killed yourself, and then everyone took it out of context. Baby Love told him to say kill yourself like years later. Then so like they would screenshot and like they would say he told him to kill himself. I'm like, no, he literally killed himself. Like they just took it out of context just because they're trolls, and they acted like I was telling a kid to kill himself, and he literally targeted me and killed himself. And Yeah, so that was my first controversy, but it was before I was. It lasted because then it was like more of a thing when I became more famous. But
Mm.
but kids would be like, "You told Frosty the Cookie to kill himself?" I'm like, "No, in the video game, he literally targeted me, got pooped on, jumped off the map, and killed himself."
Yeah, I could see how that gets twisted. And the fact that was before you were even streaming is crazy. I had no idea there was controversy before you streamed.
Yeah, because that stupid Cruel Nate's stupid group. And then I realized I started streaming on Twitch, and
Mm.
I was playing only Fortnite,
Mm.
and I was really good, and I had. But it's hard to grow in a game like that. And I had a couple
Mm.
loyal viewers. Simpson was probably my first donator, but I
That's
don't
really
remember. He
cool.
wasn't here. And so like I would only have 3 or 4 real people because Twitch had so many fake bots watching you.
Mm.
like like Commander Root. I remember Commander Root. There's so many fake AIs that Twitch puts in there that you don't do. It's just like, why the fuck is Commander Root watching? But he's watching every streamer. It's crazy. And just to inflate their numbers and like,
Mm.
but I remember Simpson would donate me $5, $2. Like he was, and I had a couple of guys, and they were the people were like, "Oh my god, your aim is so good." And that's where it blows my mind. They're like, "Oh, you play chemist, you can't aim." It's like, you're like, what? So playing corn doesn't require aim? They're like, "Oh, well, splash damage." I'm like, "Yeah, I have 20, I have 250,000 kills with corn because the splash damage. Fuck you."
Exactly.
Like these kids are so stupid.
So, how have you been able to handle being such a controversial creator? Because I'm sure that has had some effect, whether neutral, negative, or positive. So, how have you been able to handle being so controversial?
Oh well, once I got big on Twitch playing PvZ, my first altercation was the Cruel Nate's whole clan
Mm.
and Diary of a Kid. I don't know if you know who Diary of a Kid is.
I
He's
do not know
now
what it is.
he's now ex samurai or something.
Interesting.
He changed. They all changed their names. That's
Mhm.
part of. That's also a different thing. It's like I've kept the same name the whole time. So it's like when people want to look you up like 5 years later, if I had a different name, they wouldn't be able to find me.
That is
Like
true.
these kids always change their names, but it was Diary of a Kid, and he was friends with the Cruel Nate and Frosty the Cookie, and I forget all the names. FBC, and then a bunch of numbers. Some Spanish kid with a um Queso 2. Do you know Queso? Probably not. See,
I do
I'm
not know
like
Queso.
exactly. I'm like super OG, and
Mhm.
I remember all these kids, and so that he had a whole clan, and they would target me, and I still have a screenshot saved on my PlayStation. So I killed Cruel Nate and 2 of his clan. I had a triple kill with Chemist. I killed 3 of them at once, and the kill feed, Baby Love killed XYZ, all 3 of those idiots. I killed all 3 of them, and Cruel Nate will never triple kill me. I don't think he'll ever
Mhm.
double kill me. And then so one time he was Future Cactus on Moonbase Z, out of bounds on the first point, first objective, out of bounds with Future Cactus trying to target me from across the map. I got a price. They never captured one thing. I got a perfect victory. I had the most kills. He got vanquished streak master of 9. He only had 9 kills the whole game. He got 9 in a row, hiding out of bounds of Future Cactus, and he's dancing in the thing, talking shit. I killed you one time, baby. Blah, 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 blah. He was out of bounds the whole time with Future Cactus. Never came in bounds. His team got a perfect loss. He killed me one time, and he was dancing and all happy. It's like these kids were beyond obsessed. So, it was a Sunday, 2018, and I got pissed. They were all being Electro P and Super Brains every game. So like 6 of them. So I'd have 6 Electro Ps and 6 Super Brains, like heroic kicking or jumping across the map, all targeting me while I'm streaming on Twitch. And I called one of them a bad word, which I guess I don't want you like recording that, but I called them
Mhm.
the bad word for homosexual, and I called them the bad word starts with at the letter F, and I said one word, and I got suspended from Twitch for 30 days.
So, was that your first Twitch ban, or how many Twitch bans have you
Yeah,
had in general? You said that one's from 30 days, correct?
yeah. Then no, I had 2, and the other one was calling Kono fat. That's all I said. FAT. Called them. I got a ban for calling Kono fat.
So, another kind of direct question. What started our beef? Because I know me and you have had some beef in the past as well.
I don't think we have beef. I think, I don't know. What do you think? I don't think we really have beef.
Maybe not beef necessarily, but I know that we've had our disagreements. You've definitely called me out before.
About what?
Like
give me an example. I don't even know what you're talking about.
It was early when I started making videos. I know it was probably my first live stream. You called me out for coin cheating in level hacks.
Oh, yeah. Cause you're oh, that's what it was. Oh yeah, you're one of the people that mod. So I never I just never supported the cheating.
And I think that's completely fair. I personally don't really see an issue with it, but I guess to each their own for that.
Nobody sees an issue with it except for me because I'm not a kid. Okay, then I know you're like, what are you, 24, 22 or something?
19.
Yeah, so you're old, but for the PvZ community, you're older.
That's true, yeah.
And I was gonna guess you're 22-ish, and I knew you weren't like the normal 12-year-old. And none of the little kids think any of that shit's cheating, but it's like whatever. That's it. I just don't support modding and not earning. I learned you earn everything. You don't just given, not earned. I mean, I had to work. I had to earn my spot in professional ice hockey. I wasn't just given a spot in professional ice hockey.
So about ice hockey, how did you get into ice hockey and about overall like your ice hockey career?
Well, my mom was very protective. Come from a very wealthy, nice area neighborhood, and she wouldn't let. I was not allowed to play violent sports, NFL football, because I know the world calls football soccer, but American football and ice hockey were no-nos because they were too violent. And I as a kid I played baseball and soccer. And I excelled in both, and I was the MVP of the All-Star game in baseball. I was a catcher, so I was bored out of my mind, and my dad still has the game ball. First I was good enough to make the All-Star game, and then I was the best player. I was the best player in the All-Star game, and but I didn't enjoy it. It was slow paced. I liked fast paced. So I liked soccer a little better, a lot more running. But the kids in the neighborhood would play street hockey. Well, I wasn't allowed to play hockey, but I had all my catcher gear from baseball, so I used the broom and all the catcher gear. But the thing is, the baseball pads don't cover everything, and it's not meant for hockey. So I would come home with like bruises and welts all over where like, because I didn't have the proper padding and protection. So my mom would notice this, and then she's like, okay, I won't tell your dad. And she brought me to Play It Against Sports in Milford, Connecticut, and bought me hockey stuff. So that's how I finally got in. I went from catcher in baseball, which I was dominating. I was like one of the best, and I didn't enjoy it. I just like the fast pace and physicality of hockey. And
how did you get to the point of semi-professional? Because I feel like, or professional in general, because I feel like reaching that level, there's definitely some lore to that. That's definitely not an easy task.
Yeah, I started the hockey team for my high school because I guess in the 1980s they lost the team for fighting, and so the parents got upset there was fighting, and so I had to petition in middle school, get the team started again. And we were a co-op with 2 other towns because it was brand new, and so 3 towns cooperated for a team. So it wasn't enough players. And then after high school, I went from Connecticut, I went all the way up to New Hampshire, and I went out to Wisconsin, which the world's all about who you know. And I met I was training and became best friends with a professional hockey player, and he introduced me to his agent and helped me get my foot in the door. And
so I think that's about it for the questions I have. I didn't really have too many questions, but I really, really appreciate you doing this interview.
It's gonna be like a YouTube video or something?
Yes, I was gonna ask your permission on that. Do I have your permission to make this a video?
Yeah, no worries.
Alrighty, I really, really want to appreciate you for taking this interview. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
That's about it. All I got. You got any questions for me or anything?
I just hope we can stay. No, I don't have questions. I just hope we can. We can stay like cordial, cool, or whatever you want to call it. And you know, I don't want you. I just don't want to be like you, dipping and backstabbing. I just hope we can stay like cool, whatever.
Yeah, if no beef on my end, no beef on your end. I'm content with that.
Yeah, I think you figured it out. I forgot. It was because you were modding, and I didn't know anything about you, and I just did not support anybody on Frosty modding.
And honestly, that's fair.
All right, have a All right, have a good day, man.
You as well. Have a good day. Wow. So that went on way longer than I expected. I've currently been recording for 42 minutes. Just wow. There was some things I was going to confront about. There's some things I also didn't bring up. I didn't expect it to be that civil, to be completely honest. I thought he hated my guts way more than I had anticipated, but I guess that was the interview. It's been about a day or two since the interview, so I've had time to like collect my thoughts and actually give like my thoughts on how the interview went. The interview went significantly better than I had anticipated. I thought Baby Love hated my guts. I thought this guy was like my sworn enemy in the community. I know that he is incredibly controversial and very, very, very disliked. So I thought when we go into this interview, it would be a lot more combative than it actually was. But it was just a very, very chill interview. It wasn't even less of an interview. It was more just him like telling life stories and stuff about him in Garden Warfare and hockey and such. And honestly, I had a good time in the call. I thought it would just be a lot more combative, but it was just so chill. I had a lot more direct questions I wanted to ask, but I couldn't bring myself to do it because the interview was just going so calm and civil. I didn't want to just ask a bold question and just completely ruin the mood, because asking a couple of the bold questions I had written down just wouldn't fit the context. But I do think the interview went very, very well. The interview was 40 minutes total, and I might upload the entire interview on its own, but I wanted to make this video with like the best parts of the interview and not make it too long. I think this is the longest video I've ever made though, if I'm not mistaken. But I do just want to go ahead and give a thank you to Baby Love first of all for actually accepting the interview. This video's taken me a while to do. This is probably my longest video I've ever done on the channel, both video length wise and just overall how long it took to organize everything. And I had a lot of fun doing it. So if you guys like these kind of videos, then please let me know, because I've been having a lot of fun trying to organize stuff like this. I know it's very different for my channel to do an interview type video, or just like a little bit of like a dive into certain people in the community. That's very different for my channel, but I had a lot of fun making this video. However, I don't want to hold your time for too much longer, but if you did enjoy today's video, then feel free to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. I still have to figure out what the thumbnail is going to be for this video, because that is going to be the most important part. I will have some normal videos coming out soon. I do plan to do some more PvZ stuff, so you know, look out for more PvZ videos. I'm overall extremely happy with how the interview went. Editing the actual interview itself, I wasn't really sure on how to do because I didn't have Baby Love's webcam during the interview, which I definitely should have asked for in hindsight. But regardless, I hope today's video wasn't too boring. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Sayonara.